Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Black Ops 4, and I wanted to share with you guys some tips and tricks for getting easy and quick and stress-free headshots in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Keep in mind, I said stress-free. Getting headshots in any game, in any Call of Duty game, is always a pain in the ass, and I wanted to share with you guys, I wanted to give you guys everything that I have done so far, whether it be through Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, any of the past Call of Duty, some things that I have done that have helped me to get headshots so much easier, so much quicker, and to do it without getting stressed out every single game, because getting headshots is very, very tedious, can be very irritating, very aggravating, and really just make you want to quit the game. When I used to go for these headshots back in like Black Ops 3 when I tried to get Dark Matter in like the first 2 weeks the game was out, I wanted to kill someone. Like I didn't want to talk to anyone. I was so mad all the time just trying to get headshots. When you're trying to get headshots, getting a kill on someone that you thought should have been a headshot but wasn't is probably the most enraging thing ever. But I wanted to share with you guys some things that you can do that hopefully will help some of you guys out to get these headshots much quicker and easier and to do it without getting pissed off. So the first thing that I would highly recommend, and I think is probably the most important thing to do, is to play hardcore. Playing hardcore, I talked about this in some of my other videos where I talked about getting the long shots, talked about getting some of these weapons gold. Playing hardcore is the best thing you can possibly do, especially in Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 has changed the health, as most of you guys know by now, from 100 to 150, making it that much more challenging to get headshots. There's nothing more irritating in a core game than shooting someone in the head multiple times and then the kill shot being in the body, or missing and ended up dying. So playing hardcore is much better because you're able to get those headshots in 1, 2, 3 shots and get them much quicker. Generally, when you're playing hardcore, you kind of just got to play it slow and just chill out. Instead of pushing into the spawn, obviously, just because you're going to be able to kill them easier, they're going to be able to kill you easier as well. So you don't want to just go running right down the middle of the map expecting to just get a headshot on every single person you see. But what I like to do is I like to push into like the enemy spawn and kind of just camp in their spawn, right? Like I kind of like to sit around a doorway. If I hear someone or see someone coming, I'll wait for them to run past me, because there's no easier time getting a headshot than on someone that's just running, not paying attention, because you can line it up. You don't have to worry about them shooting you. You have all the time in the world. So but yeah, playing hardcore, definitely the way to go. 150 million times better than playing regular. So play hardcore, you'll get 100 times more headshots. I was playing Team Deathmatch and Domination. I was kind of mixing it up, and I think in the Team Deathmatch games I was getting somewhere between 10 and 15 headshots a game, and in Domination I was getting between like 17 and like 25 a game. So it really depends on what you want to play. Team Deathmatch is obviously shorter than Domination, but Domination you also get people that play a little bit harder and are better at the game than people that play Team Death. But it's whatever you want. Play hardcore, you'll do much better. Second thing I want to talk about is playing objective-based game modes, which is kind of what I just talked about with Domination. Playing objective-based game modes is a very good thing, and at the same time can be a very bad thing. I'll start off by saying why it's bad. Like I just said, the reason it can be bad is because a lot of times you're going to play against full teams and people that know what they're doing and go extremely hard at the game. It's very irritating trying to get headshots on people that are constantly jumping around and boost sliding and that are extremely good and are very amazing at the game. When you play Team Deathmatch, you generally tend to just play against average players, people that don't care that much, that are just casually trying to play and have fun. But the thing that's nice about playing objective-based game modes, especially Domination, Hardpoint is a little bit different because there's going to be a lot of people in one location. But Domination I really like because a lot of times people are just going to try to cap flags. And when people are trying to capture flags, they're either standing, crouching, or laying and not moving whatsoever, making it very easy to get headshots. There's nothing better than running up on B flag from the side and having like 2 or 3 guys just standing there not moving, making it easy to get a triple headshot. So that's the one reason that I really enjoyed playing Domination a lot, is because you're going to run into players that are playing the objective and even not even on the flags. You know, there's a lot of people that play Domination that will just camp and guard the flag and don't move. I mean, when you're playing a game mode like Team Deathmatch, most people are just moving around because the only objective is to kill people. But in Domination, you really just got to be patient. You got to cap flags. You got to sit back and guard them. So a lot of people aren't moving, making it much easier to get headshots than like a moving target, someone sprinting around. But yeah, so play hardcore and play objective-based game modes. Third thing I want to talk about, using the right attachments. Using attachments like grip and high caliber are very, very important, especially when you're playing hardcore. Obviously, it is only a 2 or 3 shot kill to the head, but using a perk like high or an attachment like high caliber, depending on what gun you have, high caliber, you'll kill someone in one shot in the head in hardcore, which is amazing. There's no better feeling. The problem is that there's not high caliber for every gun or every assault rifle like there was in Black Ops 3, right? All the guns don't have the exact same attachments now, so it's very difficult. You kind of have to go through the gun's attachments and figure out which ones are going to best help you out and which ones aren't really worth it, that you should save that spot for like another perk or, you know, a secondary or whatever it is that you want. But using the right attachments is very important. Another attachment that I think benefits a lot, especially with the SMGs, is the laser sight. Laser sight is amazing when you're going for the hipfire headshot, which I tend to do a lot, especially with the submachine guns, because I'm pushing into the enemy spawn. I'm being extremely aggressive. I'm not camping back. And having that laser sight is nice, because even if I'm not in a situation where I need to just shoot instantly, if I come up on someone that's just standing there, I can kind of just aim above their head with the laser and really not even have to aim, which is much better, much easier, and it really does come in clutch. So make sure you're using the right attachments. Again, guys, grip and high caliber are probably the most important. Laser sight is also really dope for most of the submachine guns. The next thing that I want to talk about is using a scope. Using a scope is extremely important, especially with the assault rifles. Trying to get those headshots with the iron sights is very annoying, very hard. So make sure that you're running something like a reflex or an elo so that you're able to aim at the head and have that dot showing exactly where you need to hit, right? So like most of the time, I enjoy using the elo because I like to play aggressive. I like to get up and personal. I don't really sit in the back. If you're sitting in the back where you're not going to have a lot of gunfights that end up being up close, using a reflex is probably the best way to go. But I enjoy pushing spawns with assault rifles. I don't like to sit back and be campy. I've just never been that type of player. So using the elo has been kind of my personal preference. So I'm able to still push and act like I have the iron sight, but I do still have that dot that's going to show me exactly where to put my scope or my sight so that I can get that headshot much easier. So make sure that you're running a scope, reflex, elo, whatever it is that you want. Make sure that you have something that's going to make it easier to put that enemy head in your crosshairs. The next thing I want to talk about is using the 9-bang. I've always recommended using concussions in all the past games, but the 9-bang is amazing. And to be honest with you guys, I absolutely hate it. There's nothing more infuriating as a player than being aggressive and killing all these dudes and then all of a sudden get hit with a 9-bang and you can't move, you can't see anything for like 10 seconds. It's so annoying. But the good thing is that you can use it to your advantage and make it extremely easy to get headshots. If you're a player that is 100% against playing hardcore, no matter how many times I tell you you should, using the 9-bang in core is going to probably be your best bet at trying to get headshots. So easy. Also using that little thing, of course, now that I'm recording the video, the name goes blank in my head, but that little drone thing that you throw on the ground that runs and electrocutes enemies and keeps them in spot. I don't even remember what it's called now, but if you throw that thing, that is also another very easy way to get headshots because it freezes someone in space and they can't see anything. So using that little drone and using the 9-bang are very important, whether it be hardcore, core, they're crucial. So make sure that you're using those. The last thing that I want to talk about is probably the most obvious and something that is very difficult to do when you really take the time to think about it, and that's aiming for the head and aiming above the head and not worrying about dying. So many people, and I don't blame anyone because I went through this a lot back with Black Ops 3. I had to like train myself not to do it, but when you're playing a game like Call of Duty, you kind of have like that fight or flight thing where if you see someone, if you see an enemy, even though you need to get headshots, you're just going to start shooting, right? That's just how it works. Most of the time, it's just instant reaction. Like, this guy's trying to kill me, I gotta kill him now. Like, there's no, it's very difficult to force yourself to slow down and aim for the head and be like, you know what, like if I don't kill this guy, it's alright, but I'm gonna take my time and make sure I get the headshot. A lot of people just play really aggressive, and when they see someone, they'll just start shooting instantly, right? Like, they won't try to take that time to aim for the head, and it's something that I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed. It's something that I struggle with so hard in Black Ops 3. I've gotten much better at it in this game because I've just gotten much more used to it because I've done it for so long, and I've gotten all the max camos and like all the Call of Duty, so it's been easy for me to get those headshots. But you really do have to train yourself to slow down and aim for the head. Don't freak out, don't overreact, don't panic. Take it slow aim for the head. It'll be much easier, and you'll be getting those headshots in no time. But anyway, guys, that's for the video. If you guys have any questions or comments about any of the tips that I gave, or maybe you have some extra tips that you want to share that might benefit players when getting headshots or for getting headshots, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Can we be friends?